So tell me about Agretzko season 3 without spoiling anything of season 1 or 2. Let's just start off on that.
All right, without spoiling.
Yeah, without giving it away because I haven't watched them yet.
Uh,
Overall
I
thoughts?
literally can't.
Oh damn, really? Is
Yeah.
it more of the same from like season 1? Is it similar to that or does it kind of feel different?
Okay, no, it gets away from just office drama, and
Okay.
so all the characters are still the same, but it's branching out into more things around the city
Kind of
and stuff
more
about their
everyday
lives.
stuff. Yeah. Well, I
It's a
remember
little more slice of life,
did
but
you
it's
ever
not
watch
the usual kind of slice of life.
did you ever watch the like 100 little mini episodes they had before the Netflix show? Like it was like just 1 minute little vignettes. She'd
I've
always
seen a
end up
few of
screaming.
them, but I've got the like Agretsuko Match 3
Oh,
free to
that
play
that
game,
game, yeah.
and as you beat levels, you unlock and you can download every single one
Oh, that's
for
great.
free.
I mean, I already have them downloaded for free somehow. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed those, and that kind of had the same thing where it started off as like an office job, and then it slowly branched out into everyday scenarios, like during her commute or just being outside, and there's a screaming kid or
Yeah.
something.
The yoga comes into play.
Oh, the yoga. What about the protein guy? He better come
Yeah,
back.
he's a big chunk in season 2.
I mean, he's a big chunk to begin with. Look at him,
Yeah,
yoga guru.
literally a big chunk. But yeah, he did have a pretty, somewhat of an influence in season 2.
That's awesome.
Season 3, you don't see him though.
Ah, no, too bad.
But I think your friend lied to you because I saw plenty of Finico.
Hey, good, good. She was my favorite character. My friend said she wouldn't be in the new season much, so it's good.
Well, they lied.
Yay, lying. Hello, welcome to Anim Eh. This is a podcast me and my friend Max decided to do because we just ramble about anime all the time, and we thought, hey, why not? Why not record it? We have a lot to
Other
talk about.
people may want to listen to it. We can review things,
Yeah,
but we're not
exactly.
paid to do this. We're not like Kotaku
Not paid to do it yet. Fingers crossed.
yet.
Totally.
However, we're not paid. We won't be paid by some big company or by the other anime studios to sway our decisions. Is what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah,
We're just
of course not.
dudes.
Yeah. So yeah,
But
yeah. This was actually your idea, wasn't it, Max? We were just talking one night, and
yes,
then
I posted a joke with an Always Sunny title card that just said Ben and Max start a podcast, and then we went from there.
we're just like, wait, why don't we start a podcast? Wouldn't that be? Yeah, you know what? I watch a lot of
And so in
podcasts,
this
and yeah, so
and
can't
so
be
in
that
this
hard.
first episode,
Oh yeah,
our
so, yeah,
main thing is to I'm going to explain Fate lore
yeah.
to someone who has only watched Fate Zero.
Well, I've actually watched some more than that. I'll get into it, but yeah, I'm kind of on the outside when it comes to a bunch of the Fate series, and Max is like deep in there. So Max always comes up with stuff just that confuses the heck out of me when I see it.
And I
And
will say, a lot of these notes I have in front of me, I had to dig up from the Nasuverse wiki, so thank you, Fandom Wiki, for existing.
oh, of course, yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of dedicated fans out there.
Yeah, they. But I tried to condense all of this into digestible bits.
Yeah, thank you for taking notes and all that. I guess I'll start with what I know.
Alright.
Yeah, so I've watched the 2006 Fate Stay Night anime by Dean, and the movie that came afterwards, Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, also by Dean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mostly took an interest to that because Fate Zero was coming out and it looked kind of cool. There was like a lot of noise being made about that around 2011. And then I watched that, and that was really good. I really enjoyed that series. Then I watched Carnival Phantasm. That was actually a lot of fun. Those are some fun jokes. A lot of it's in jokes though with Tsukihime and the other kind of
Yeah,
Type
a
Moon
lot of it
series.
is just. I think Carnival Phantasm is a general Type Moon verse crossover. kind of thing.
It's really funny though. Like, it's really fun. I like
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
seeing stuff that's like, here's a really take it seriously series, like something that just is so played straight, and then they just throw that out the window and just make gags about it.
Now here's Lancer in a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, Lancer becomes Kenny from South Park, and they just keep killing him off.
Ransagashinda.
I really like that. Or just, hey, how about an episode where Berserker has to go get batteries? Sure. Enter loop ones. Make sure. Berserker, get me batteries! And Berserker's just like... So I watched those. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Have you seen the cooking anime?
No, haven't watched that.
Okay, it's really cute. Also, you get real recipes in it. And
Oh, really?
we're getting a Cooking Mama style video game coming to the West. I'm really excited
I
about
heard
that.
about the game. That sounds exciting. But yeah, so I watched those. That's like just basic intro to Fate Stay Night and Fate Zero. I watched what was it? The remake of Unlimited Blade Works by UFO Table. They did a great job. I didn't watch the second half though. By that I felt kind of done with Fate. And I also watched the Kara no Kyokai series,
which I want to watch.
It's a movie series, kind of. Well, it's by the same creator. I don't know if it actually shares the same universe, but there's like some little threads that are related. Okay, well there you go.
It was. It's somewhat connected thanks to Fate Grand Order, where there has been an event where it kind of half confirms that Mystic Eyes
That's
are
Shiki's,
part of
power,
like a similar
power.
bloodline thing that mages have in Fate. And also there's the El Melioi case files, where multiple characters have Mystic Eyes.
Okay. So other people have it too. Interesting.
Yeah. And each person's Mystic Eyes, like, bloodline can do different things. Like, there's a guy that can see into the past. There's a girl who can find ley lines, which are, like, concentrated little points of magic in the earth.
That's... Oh, yeah. Okay. I was gonna say that's kind of like what Shiki does, but, like, it's a different
Shiki can see the perfect place to kill someone.
Yeah.
Fujino can crunch things up.
Yeah, that was a good movie series. I think I enjoyed that that and Fate Zero the most. Fate Stay Night I don't think had much of a lasting impression on me. And then there's Fate Grand Order, which I know next to nothing about besides, hey, it's a gacha. And
I play it. I have not beaten every story arc yet. I need to finish Shimosa. Wait, no, I finished Shimosa. I need to finish Salem, and then I need to catch up with the Lost Belts.
Well, that's why you're here, though. You're here to explain to me the other stuff that I'm missing with this whole sweeping universe of content.
Now, I will admit, I have not read the visual novel yet, but eventually I'll get it. But
that's
like
the
really
thing.
tricky to find.
That's porn,
so
ain't
I
it?
know there's
Just point your finger at it. Hey, that's porn. Look at it.
And then I have most knowledge with that kind of stuff, like the Heaven's Feel route and Fate Hollow Atraxia and Apocrypha. I know that stuff more through osmosis. And then, of course, there's Fate Extra and CCC and Extella, which I have knowledge through thanks to, again, osmosis and the CCC event on Grand Order.
That's one I actually forgot about, was Fate Extra. I did try to watch a couple episodes of that, and I'm just like, I can't stomach this.
Everyone says it's bad, don't worry.
I really like Studio Shaft, the animation studio that did it. I thought I'd give them just a chance based off that, but...
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah.
It sucks, though.
It really does.
Now, the stuff you were confused about, right, was regarding the Throne of Heroes and the Counterforce, right?
The what? Sorry, you might have to refresh me on those names. What are they?
Alright, so we'll start with the Throne of Heroes.
Oh, right. Okay, Throne of Heroes, yeah.
To put it in the most simple terms, it's heaven, but everyone is attractive.
Okay. All right. Mm-hmm.
To put it in, to actually explain it better,
doesn't sound too
the
bad.
Throne of Heroes, as I've written down from the wiki, the Throne of Heroes was made from the ideals of humans, and the Counterforce uses it to summon heroes to fight against threats against humanity.
Okay, so it's kind of like where they pull out heroes to fight in the Grail War, but it's like heaven summoning them. Now, what's the Counterforce that's doing all this? What's that?
Okay, the Counterforce was created by, I think, the Earth itself, where it just kind of has its own life force.
Oh, okay.
And it just in its best interest, it wants to keep humanity going.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's not a thing, but it's like a non-corporeal thing.
Okay, it's like the will of the planet, the life stream.
Yeah.
Sephiroth's gonna try and stop it, maybe. Who knows?
Sephiroth is not in this series.
What? Since when? Oh, shoot, I gotta check my notes.
And then heroic spirits themselves are made up of those who existed, those only from legends, and those who were never observed at all. Is an actual quote from the wiki.
Okay, so they can just pull out whoever.
Yeah. Stuff, the Throne of Heroes is not contained by the laws of time and space. So you can
meet yourself in the future, you can...
Yeah, you can theoretically pull a servant made from somebody who isn't even born yet. Which, if you've seen Unlimited Blade Works, then you know that's how Anim Eh happened.
Yeah. So, that's the one thing with this series, is they seem to have a main group of characters who keep showing up, like, again and again, but in different forms, in different, like, incarnations. They usually have the same face. Maybe they got bigger boobs this time or something, but they seem to mostly be the same characters.
Yeah. I think Takeuchi has a thing for Saber.
What?
It's fine.
Yeah, I know Saberface is the big meme where she has, like, more incarnations than anybody. There's, like, at least a dozen, maybe 24 different Sabers running around.
So, in Shiro Emiya's instance of becoming a heroic spirit, he made a contract with the Counterforce to become a proper hero of justice.
Now, is that Archer, or is that another person altogether?
This is how he became Archer.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, he made a contract with the Counterforce.
Okay, yeah, I never knew that. None of the anime really... Well, maybe Unlimited Blade Works, like the TV show.
Unlimited Blade Works, the second half goes into it. You know, the one you skipped.
The one I skipped, man. Well, the movie and the original show, they don't ever cover it. It was only the one that I just happened to choose not to watch, of course.
Yeah. And so, he had to wander, through time and space as summoned by the Counterforce to eliminate multiple threats of humanity. And in the instance of the Unlimited Blade Works route, which is in the original VN, the route where Shiro and Rin get together, which, in my opinion, is a good ship. Anyway,
I like Rin.
I love Rin.
She's cute.
Daughter. Anyway. I got off track. Where was?
You were talking about how he became Archer, like what he did in that route.
And so the years going by as he's getting worn down by all the constant having to kill, and just realizing that his ideals of a world where no one had to cry are failing, he gets really bitter. And so
he becomes
that
Archer.
Rage manifested and like partially corrupted him, and so I think that's what did the whole tan thing.
That'll be the representation of that, I guess.
The literal translation of this is blackening.
Oh,
But
it is, huh? Okay.
yeah. But we're gonna try a different word.
What
And
word is that?
I'm gonna go with
Tannening?
corruption.
Corruption? Okay, sure. It's a good idea
Because
from a character design perspective. Just, hey, make him dark skinned, change his hair color. He barely looks like the same guy.
um but yeah. He gets bitter and he decides, if I kill you now before you've had a chance to ascend to the Grail, I'll never exist and I don't have to go through all that bullshit.
But he already went through it, though. What's the logic in that?
Yeah, my idea there is, Archer, I think you would just put yourself into a time loop.
He might, yeah.
Just an infinite repeat of this cycle. I think that's probably what would have happened, because fate rules are bullshit.
That was the thing. That was like kind of the main argument of the series. I think that's kind of why I stopped watching Fate Stay Night, because with Fate Zero, you got his father. What's it? It's not Shiro. Wait, is it Shiro?
Kiritsugu Emiya.
Kiritsugu. Yeah, no, he's Shiro. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, Kiritsugu.
Yeah,
his whole ideals is you can't save everybody. Sacrifices need to be made, etc., etc. And then Shiro is the exact opposite, where he wants to save everybody, just through sheer force of will.
Now,
he can do it.
Now, did you know that when Kiritsugu and Shiro were sitting together, and Shiro was like, "It's okay, I'll become a hero of justice for you," Kiritsugu smiled and then died on the spot.
Yeah, that's the thing.
He just dead.
It's almost like, I don't believe that. Yeah. No, it's just I don't really like Shiro that much. That was kind of my main thing. There was a moment in the show where Saber's fighting. I think she's fighting Berserker or someone, and he stands in front of her and he goes, "I'll fight because you're a girl and I have to protect you." And his whole attitude of just like, "No, I can save everybody," and then like the plot just makes it happen. That became kind of frustrating for me. But I mean, there's a lot of stuff around that.
He does have a major case of harem protagonist.
Yeah, he really does. But like when you get to Fate Zero, or you get to maybe some of the other routes, or just the other content in the series, like that stuff ain't bad. That stuff can stand on its own. So, what's the story of Grand Order? Unless you had other notes of stuff that you wanted to explain.
I mean, I also have notes on what servants, like different classes of servants mean, and what the Holy Grail actually is, but we can get back to that later.
Okay. I kind of know some about the Holy Grail. It's not what it seems.
Yeah.
And hey,
so
that's a good plot twist.
In Fate Grand Order, you, the protagonist, are one of a few people who were chosen via lottery because your mage family isn't that strong, you don't have very many magic circuits, but you're there for the trial to be a master anyway.
Oh, okay. That already explains a lot.
Yeah. And so the way that you get to be the master is you're off visiting Dr. Romani, and everybody else dies.
Oh.
The beginning of
the game...
So
you win by default?
Is the command room exploding, and you being the only person to live.
Just stand up, put your arms in the air, like fists up in the sky. Yeah, I did
it! Kinda.
I win.
No. What you do is you run in, and you find Mash.
Ah, yes, I know her. I actually like her design. She's pretty cool. She's got a big shield.
Cute. Some of her attitudes in some events gets really annoying, but we don't have to get into that. Huh. She's underneath like a giant piece of the ceiling and getting crushed to death.
Oh. You save her?
And you go in and hold her hand to try to comfort her as she's dying, but what happens is the both of you end up ray shifting into Singularity F, which is Fuyuki City and takes place in kind of similar to the Heaven's Feel route of Fate Stay Night.
Is ray shifting like a teleport? You just teleport out of there? Okay.
Ray shifting itself is a thing where you go in a pod, you sleep, and it transfers you into the point of time and space that the singularity is happening.
How'd they get in the pod if she was trapped under a bunch of rubble?
This was some kind of like miracle ray shift.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. They had to do a little bit of plot bullshit. And so when you get there, Mash has gone from just a regular girl to a pseudo-servant.
Oh, she wasn't a servant yet.
No. She was, or she's actually called a demi-servant.
Yeah, I believe you explained those to me before.
Because
they're like a lower class servant.
Yeah, a demi-servant. She was created to only have one thing, and that was to host the heroic spirit of Galahad, which is one of the Knights of the Round.
Okay.
And so that's where she's a shielder. She's the only shielder, and there's a few instances of servants that would be like the only one in a certain class, but it wasn't meant to be because of like balancing or whatever. And so they get shoved into other classes.
Okay.
Like, Billy the Kid is supposed to be like the only gunner servant, but he's an archer.
Oh, okay. It's weird. Also, gunner, that's a new one to me. I didn't know about gunner.
Yeah, it was. I don't think it was ever put into anything. I could be wrong, but I don't think it was ever used.
Meanwhile, archer is using swords all the time.
Listen, you don't need a bow and arrow to be an archer. You could use dolphins.
Excuse me? Dolphins? Like those?
Yeah. So the last summer event, we got a summer version of Joan of Arc.
Oh, that's that girl with that, like, fucking plate on her head.
That's the long braid.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, her thing that she shoots is dolphins, and then her noble phantasm has her crush you with a whale. Welcome to Fate.
Yay, welcome to Fate. You said this is the highest grossing smartphone game ever made?
Yep.
The biggest game ever? Billions and billions of yen?
Yep.
And she crushes you with a whale.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Within Fate Grand Order, we've got multiple types of servants, even outside of classes. And those are Heaven, Earth, Human, Star, and Beast.
Oh, Beast Stars. Cool.
No.
Oh. Star Beasts.
A human servant is easy to think about. It's just somebody in history who was big and was a human.
Does that count Hercules, Earth, even though he's like weird?
No, Hercules is a demigod and therefore falls under divine, I believe.
Oh yeah, Hercules, right. Greek
but I think
god,
instead of
kinda.
Human, he's an earth servant because he was like not fully divine and protected the earth itself. I could be wrong.
He's got 9 lives, like a cat.
Yeah. A heaven servant is somebody from very high divinity.
Who would
Star
be an
servants,
example of that? From high divinity. Who would be an example of like a heaven servant from high divinity?
Gilgamesh, I think, is a heaven servant.
Okay. Sure.
Ishtar and Ereshkigal are both goddesses, so they're heaven servants.
Ah, yes, them.
We got... He's not in North America yet, but we got fucking Zeus.
Oh yeah, that's another thing about the game. Isn't like a year behind, or 2 years?
We're 2 years behind.
Oof. I mean, that's better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah, but People keep making jokes recently because of the whole Magia record going down that what
I
if
was
the
just
game
about to
ends
bring
in
that up.
Japan and then we just never get to see the end?
Oh, that would
I will
suck, wouldn't
cry.
it?
I would
Man.
cry.
Yeah, okay, yeah, so Magia Record just shut down, like, just over a year service in North America, and they just cut the cord on that.
And you
Can't
can't
transfer
just
your
download
file.
another version of it because it's completely region locked.
Yep, and anyone who spent money on that is really down, and that sucks. Yeah, pick your gotchas, I guess.
Rip.
I mean, so don't spend too much money. Yeah. Do you play many gotchas, or you just play Fate Grand Order?
I play Fate. I've got Fire Emblem Heroes,
Oh yeah,
Valkyrie,
so do I.
Crusade.
Don't know that one.
I played Sino Alice for a little bit.
I wanted to get into that, but I'm like,
I pre-registered, so I got a bunch of bonuses on it. But apparently we're getting a Higurashi crossover later.
Wait, what? So I pre-registered for Sino Alice the first time, and then they said they like kind of postponed it indefinitely and canceled it, and then it came out. But I'm kind of busy with my gacha, so I'm like, oh, I may wait a bit. For some reason, I got like just a gut feeling that it's gonna shut down suddenly, like you know,
Yoko
like,
Taro says, "Get fucked."
Yeah, just kind of like Magia Record did and stuff. Yeah, so I almost played Sino Alice. You said there's a Higurashi crossover for that?
Coming, yeah. It
That's
hasn't
really
happened
weird.
yet in North America.
A couple days ago, they just announced Higurashi is also getting its own gacha game.
Ooh.
Which is funny, because I just finished watching that entire anime series today. Just went through all the content in the last week, and yeah, that one's alright. Waiting for the new anime, that'll be exciting, but yeah, we're getting a little off topic.
Yeah, a little bit.
Sorry. This is what happens. We ramble about anime, and then it just keeps going, and...
This is why we're making a podcast.
This one has a specific topic of fate, but the other ones will probably be more general.
Yeah.
Okay, so, yes. Grand Order. So, you become the master. Mash is your demi-servant?
Mash is your main servant, yes.
Main servant.
And so, because she's not exactly the strongest, you eventually find a way to start summoning other servants too, because her shield can act as a summoning circle with a proper ley line, which I told you about what those are earlier.
Yeah, so that's how you summon them. Got it.
Yeah. Within the story, every servant you summon is temporary, but obviously in the game you just keep them.
Yeah.
That would suck. Please don't take my level 98 Gilgamesh.
I spent $2,000 on him, no.
Shout out to the guy that sold his car for Jolter.
Excuse me?
You didn't hear about that?
No.
There's a story about a guy who really wanted to wail for Jolter, so he sold his car.
Jesus. And then the whale crushed him, just like the Noble Phantasm. Boom, full circle. Holy. Oh, man. I mean, I shouldn't be too surprised if it's, like, the biggest gacha game out there, but wow. And someone's like, yeah, I just got them on my first roll. Cool.
I got Gilgamesh on my final ticket on, like, the final day of the banner, and I was like, yeah!
Good for you. I assume tickets are your summoning currency in this?
No. Tickets are equivalent to 3 Saint Courts. And Saint Courts are your main currency. You get 1 for every mission and story thing you complete.
Okay.
And you need 30 to do a full 10 summon. But you only need 3 to do a single summon.
Okay, so they do the 10-fold summon thing, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's not what I played. Grand Blue. Grand Blue, I think, is the first one that did that, right? Get the 10 folds.
Oh, right. I did play Grand Blue for a little bit, but I wasn't invested enough to keep it on my phone.
I just kept doing the free rolls until I got who I wanted. I never got who I wanted, so I just stopped playing.
Yeah, I never got Belial, so I gave up.
I never got shoot, what's her name? She's the redhead with the katana, and she's one of those cow people. Anyway,
Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about. I'm sorry.
she's cool.
Anyway,
Yeah. Anyway,
Fate.
fate.
In the first singularity that you're doing, obviously nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows why Chaldea exploded.
Mm-hmm.
And it's you're also just some random 17-year-old that's being thrust into all this.
Just underage.
Yeah.
People wringing their hands together like, yes, perfect.
But the game going on in real time means by like this point in time your character's 19.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It's been like 8 summer events. How are you still 17? It doesn't make any sense.
The laws of time and space do not apply to gacha. But there have been multiple like jokes in certain story chapters where it's like, I'm sorry, but player character can't drink alcohol.
Huh.
And I'm just like, I'm 21 playing this. What do you mean?
Yeah, hey. I could drink alcohol, why can't they? So what's like
Let me have it.
Sorry, don't mean to cut you off. What's like the main thrust of the story? What's the main goal that you're trying to do in this?
What you gotta do is you're going to these singularities and fixing them by finding the source of what made time in that point go all whack.
Okay.
And
that you can stretch like forever. Cross however many arcs you want.
For the first half chunk of the story, you're chasing down who you find out to be a demon named Goetia.
Mm-hmm.
And Goetia has taken over the 72 demon pillars of Solomon. And these pillars, in these different points of human history, are what's making everything go all messed up.
I'm trying to look up who this character is, what they look like.
He looks really cool.
How do you spell her name?
Goetia, it's Goetia.
Oh, okay, yeah, I was way off. Let's see, I've seen this person before. No. Whoa, they look kind of cool, though.
Yeah.
Well, okay, in this one, they're like a guy with a tree head, and then this one, they're like a handsome dude with long blonde hair.
The tree head is the shrew form.
Ah, okay. This isn't even my final form, and he busts that out, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's like a little chibi version where your character is piloting them with like a mech with little levers.
Yeah, that's not canon, don't worry.
No, it is in my mind now. There he is.
It's fine.
Okay, so he's your character. He kind of looks like Dio a bit.
A little bit. He's not one of the Koyasu voices, though.
Ah, damn.
There's 3 servants that have Koyasu voice.
Of course. Who does he voice? Would I know any of them?
Ozymandias. That's the big pharaoh dude. Hans Christian Andersen, and Mephistopheles.
I see Mephistopheles. I spell fucking Mephistopheles. Oh, there it is. It's auto-completed for me. Perfect. Yeah, I can see him having that voice. I like that voice actor. He's in like everything nowadays.
He is.
He's also in. Oh, sorry. He's also in Dragalia Lost, which is like a gacha I'm a big fan of. Yeah, he plays the main villain for a while. Then he gets like.
You know who's missing from Fate Grand Order?
Who is missing?
Oh no, Daisuke. I don't think he's in the game.
Well, that's too bad. I mean, maybe someday. Maybe hopefully someday, he can play a big guy who has a flurry of punches, and he can say a certain phrase while punching really fast and really hard. Something.
And it might be a little bizarre.
Something like aura, or like a street punk would do. Yeah. No, not aura. Oh, I want that now. Wait, no, that's awesome. I want to design a character where she does the flurry of punches thing, but she goes ara ara while doing... Oh, man. That has potential. That's a good idea, Max. Holy crap. Jot that one down for character concepts. That's strong. Ara ara. Yeah, I mean, I have like a passing knowledge of fake Grand Order characters from various fan comics, I guess you would call them. It's like the biggest thing ever in that circle.
There's a lot of Astolfo.
There's a lot. Yeah, oh yeah, that's a character too. I forgot about them. Wait, why is it when I bring up that circle that Astolfo's the first thing that comes to your mind? Is that...
because I've looked at certain websites, and when I look up Fate, that's all I see. It's just a bunch of Astolfo.
I'm glad that my son is taking such interest in... What is this from? I don't want to mess it up. What is it, like Greek?
French paladins?
French? Ah, damn. Yeah, that's the thing. People look up, like, since they're all based on famous, like, people of history.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You look up one, and then you scroll down, and then there's a Fate character.
Always. And, like, this becoming such a widespread and successful thing on the internet, this is going to mess up history. When people start looking back through the books, and people going to be like, this is how humans used to draw Joan of Arc.
With big old titty.
Big titty and a swimsuit with dolphins.
Did I tell you about the great-granddaughter of Florence Nightingale finding out about Fate?
Yes, you did. That one's
okay.
Pretty funny. This is my family's legacy. This anime character.
Speaking of, Florence Nightingale in Fate is a berserker. Because she takes her healing too seriously, and if you don't accept her healing, she will cut off a limb.
Oh.
One of her fighting animations is throwing a hospital bed at you.
Oh, was she, let me look up the character.
We got a Christmas version of her, and she has a gun. Just a straight-up machine gun.
Oh, yeah, okay, her. I've seen her. She actually has a pretty cool design. Like the militaristic look of it. It's very stylish.
Braid loop.
Yep. That's always cool.
Yeah.
I'm a healer, but...
Yeah, that's basically her.
Gets out the gun. What else can you tell me? Do you know much about, like, Apocrypha or,
No.
Those other series?
I don't.
Yeah.
I didn't watch Apocrypha.
Yeah.
I think I watched, like, the first couple episodes because I really wanted to see Fran, because she's cute.
Who's Fran?
Frankenstein.
Oh. Okay, let's see. Frankenstein.
She's adorable.
Oh, I haven't seen her too much. Cool.
She can't speak because, like most berserkers, she's got a trait called Madness Enhancement, which increases their strength, like, a whole lot, but it downs their cognitive ability, so a lot of berserkers can't have normal conversations.
Big stupid. Got it.
They just make noise.
Yeah, she got hair in front of her eyes. She can't see anything.
She's got 2 different colored eyes. One's blue, one's gold, I think.
Oh yeah, the anime heterochromia.
Yeah. There's a scene where she realizes her master is wasting electricity, so she just unplugs his computer.
No, I didn't save my work.
Just yoink.
She's evil. The devil.
She's a baby.
She is cute, though. Yeah, that was one I almost watched, but I never did.
Yeah. Apparently the writer for it is also the guy who made Saya no Uta.
Oh, is that Ganu Robochi?
Yep.
Yeah, he did Fate Zero.
He wrote...
And a bunch of my favorite anime. Like, Psycho-Pass, Madoka, Gargantia. Like, that guy does good stories. He's currently, instead of writing like a true sequel to Madoka, he's just playing with puppets right now. That's something I gotta check out sometime. Have you heard of Thunderbolt Fantasy?
I have not.
It's an anime, but it is a puppet show. And it's written by him. I gotta check that out. Because, I mean, you know, that's a thing. That's a thing down the line, though. But yeah, that guy writes good stuff. I didn't know he went back to Fate. And, I mean, if you say he did Apocrypha, that actually really boosts my interest in that.
Some of the people I know who are like really into Fate like me don't like Apocrypha actually that much.
Really?
Yeah. But it's the source anime for Semiramis, who's very pretty. It's where Fran and you get to see Mordred.
Yeah, seen
Sun
her
Boy.
a lot. Mordred's actually a really cool design, and one of my favorite voice actresses plays them.
Yeah. In Grand Order, Mordred a lot of the time is like, I'm a man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So I'm just like, nice.
No, I'm looking up Fate Apocrypha, but I can't find Genu Robuchi's name attached to it anywhere. Are you sure it was him that worked on it?
I mean, I might have been told wrong, or it could be like a pen name thing.
Maybe. Yeah, I might need to research that a bit more. Like, maybe... Yeah, Wikipedia's saying it's Yuichiro Higashide for the light novel. Was it a light novel first?
I think so.
Yeah, the light novel series, and then a manga, then an anime. Do they have... Yeah, they have a bunch of characters from that, though. They come into Grand Order as well, right?
Mm-hmm. Pretty much every servant that's been in most Fate properties have showed up in Grand Order. We're missing a big chunk of the prototype cast, and we don't have everybody from, I want to say, Strange Fake is what I'm thinking of.
Strange Fake? I haven't heard that or Prototype. Okay. Those are like the really obscure ones.
Yeah. Freight Prototype has some cool designs, and I wish we had more than just Prototype Coup.
Also, when you said the Prototype...
Ozymandias.
When you said the Prototype franchise, I thought of the video game series Prototype.
No, not that one.
Alex Mercer coming to Fate? Finally.
But, yeah, the Prototype servants we have are Protoku, we have Hassan of the Serenity, and then Ozymandias is in Prototype.
Okay.
But then we're missing Perseus and Proto-Gilgamesh and probably some others.
Do they have, like, kind of similar designs? Is that, like, another case where, hey, their faces are the same?
No, they actually look fairly different. Proto-Ku and Proto-Gil both look very different from their other selves. They're, like, not younger, but just, like, offshoots of the other versions. Like, if their destiny was slightly different, is, I think, how those get created.
Okay.
Or their myth, because they're both mythological characters.
Yeah, they are kind of different now. I'm looking at them. I mean...
Proto-Gil has a really stupid-looking swimsuit, and it's funny.
He's got very spiky hair, it looks like more wild, I guess, than...
Yeah.
He's an archer?
Yeah, he's an archer in both versions.
Oh, yeah. I'm still getting confused because they use swords.
Well, okay, Gil's archery is because he throws things.
That's such a loose definition of archery.
He opens the gate to his treasury.
Yeah.
And fires a bunch of noble phantasms at you.
Babylon, yeah. Oh, I had a question. When Emiya... Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I'll ask my thing after.
His actual noble phantasm, I think it's pronounced Ea, it's just the letters EA, is like the noble phantasm, because Gilgamesh was the first servant to ascend to the throne of heroes, and his noble phantasm cannot be replicated by anyone.
Is that the one that looks like a big, it's like a lance, but the tip's cut off, so it's really dull?
Yeah.
That thing's design always bothered me, but yeah, I do remember it.
Yeah, it can cut through to the underworld and send things to hell or whatever.
It's the greatest sword in the universe. It's a baseball bat, pretty much.
Gil beats you to death ASMR.
Just bludgeons you. Is someone drawn and playing baseball with it?
No, I don't know. But,
hey Max, can I commission a drawing from you?
Yes.
I won't.
It's named after the god of wisdom from the Epic of Gilgamesh, which I still need to get back to reading.
The actual origin story.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one kind of cool effect of this franchise. Hey, you get people interested in history and legends and stuff.
We're all just history nerds that are secretly theater nerds. At least the roleplay community is.
It's like Italia all over again.
Because almost every Fate roleplayer that I've interacted with has been like, I like this character. I'm gonna read their original myth and then study a bunch of their academia and just get, like...
And that way my fanfics will be way more accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it's Italia all over again. Hey son, why are you researching Italy and Germany so much? No reason. Don't look at my computer. Yeah, I don't see Fate going away anytime soon though.
No. It won't be around forever, obviously, but if I don't get to see the ending to Grand Order, I'm gonna be sad.
I think
'cause, like,
enough people will be upset about that they'll probably translate it.
Yeah.
Not officially even, but like the fans will do the work if they don't.
Yeah.
So you probably won't have to worry too much. Is that a community for the game? Like just a bunch of people who can't wait to see what happens next, so they just translate the stuff that's 2 years ahead?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The Grand Order subreddit is full of stuff like leaks and theories.
Oh, that would be kind of annoying, actually. If you're a fan and you gotta wait 2 years for everything, and then... Oh, man.
I'm glad I finally got to summon Okada Izo. He's one of the, like, Japanese historical people from around the time of the Shinsengumi, which was like a military thing that happened around Oda Nobunaga time.
Mm-hmm. I know them from Gintama. Because that's how you absorb history, through anime, right?
Right.
He's a handsome guy. I looked him up. He's cool. Like his ponytail.
His noble phantasm is getting behind the enemy, stabbing them in the middle of their back, and slicing his sword up through their head.
Nothing personnel, kid.
Yeah.
Through the head, though. Wow.
Yeah, just...
Ooh. Like, not cutting the head off, but just going up straight through the head.
Yeah.
Oh. That's brutal. It's kind of cool, though.
And he's only a 3-star.
Is it your normal gacha thing, 0 to 5?
1 to 5, and then there's a single servant who's a 0-star.
Oh, who's that?
Angramainu.
How do I spell that?
Angra.
Oh, there we go.
And then
Google fixed it for me. I just need the Oh, it's that guy. You're showing me him earlier today.
Yeah.
It's Shiro with a bunch of paint all over him.
It's not Shiro.
But it looks just like him.
That's because Takeuchi art.
Ah!
But he does pretend to be Shiro in Hollow Atraxia, from what I understand. But Angramainu is actually, like, he's from Zoroastrian mythology, and he's a kid who was taken and then they carved a bunch of symbols into him and turned him into the symbol of all their evils so that they could sacrifice him for their greater good. But he was just a random dude, and he didn't deserve that. So he's an Avenger class, which is a very angry class.
Does he play the Avengers music when he comes down?
No.
So what's his deal if he's like the only Zero star? Is he like a big bad guy, a big hero? Guessing he's a big bad guy. Look at him.
He's the worst servant. He's extremely weak. His fully leveled stats only equal that to one of a 2-star.
Oh, he's a joke.
But I love him.
Poor guy. Went through all that. He's a 0-star. Oh man.
And according to like Fate lore, if you touch him, then you get corrupted by the Grail Mud, because it's what he's made of within Fate lore. And basically it just gives you bastard disease.
Just makes you evil.
Because it's what Grail Mud is what changed Gil between Fate Zero and Fate Stay Night. Because, he went inside the Grail.
Oh, okay. I mean, he was already a bastard, like...
Yeah, but he got worse. He's like... In Unlimited Blade, in Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Work stuff, he's, like, corrupted. In Grand Order, he's a lot nicer.
Well, I guess that
he's arrogant. But it's, if you get him to bond level 5, or no, bond level 4, which you can go up to 10, on your birthday, his, birthday line changes from, I don't care, to, you should have told me 2 weeks in advance so I can get you something, you stupid.
Aw, it's tsundere as hell.
And I'm just like,
You're just holding your phone like...
Leave me alone.
My anime boy said happy birthday, he wanted to give me a present. I'm sorry.
Don't bully me. And then on the Valentine's Day event, if you get he gets too embarrassed and can't even give you his present himself, he has Da Vinci deliver it to you.
Oh, that's that character. Aren't they an old man and turn into a little girl?
No, they start as an older woman and then turn into a little girl.
Oh, I thought they were old man, because Da Vinci, right? Okay.
Mm-mm.
They still turn into a little girl for reasons.
Yeah, she chose the form that she did because she wanted to be beautiful like the Mona Lisa that she created.
That's kind of sweet, I guess. Yeah. She does kind of look like it a bit, too.
Yeah.
Did she shave her eyebrows, though?
Shut up. But yeah, every servant in the game has a special line that can activate if you talk to them while it's on your birthday.
Oh. Wow, that's a lot of effort.
Yeah. Some characters are just normal, some of them are really horny.
Yeah, that's the thing with this franchise, eh? Lots of horny.
Looking at you, Miss Kiara.
Yeah, no, so, I mean, like, it started off as, the erotic visual novel. Yeah. So that kind of carries over.
Do you want to know
the anime mostly ignores that stuff, but...
Yeah, God. Although I've heard that in one of the Heaven's Feel movies there is an actual sex scene.
Yeah, I've seen some clips, I guess, some cam rips and stuff, 4chan, Yeah, that's in there for sure. I mean, they kind of can't get around it when it's so into the plot, but like, okay, so, for example, the Fate Stay Night anime I watched, where, hey, we gotta power up Shiro, or, no, we gotta power up Saber to fight Berserker, so we gotta pump her full of that mana, that sticky, hot mana.
Yeah, mana transfers.
But then the anime is like, oh, what do we do? So Shiro just goes into a different realm with a PS2 dragon flying around, and it's the ugliest looking thing ever. Like, CGI wasn't already good back then, but like, it looked extra bad. And it only looks more dated as time goes on. I love it. He just looks at the dragon, he's like, what? And the dragon's like, rah! And then he wakes up, is like, yeah, they had the sex. That's what it's like.
So that something kind of like that plays into Grand Order.
Are you serious?
No, well, it's kind of. So, with certain level ups and ascensions, with like making your servants more powerful, you unlock things called rank up quests and interludes. And interludes are little extra story segments with these servants, and you prove yourself to the servant, and they're like, "All right, you can have my full noble phantasm power now,"
Now, do
and it
they
makes them stronger. And
prove themselves in a bed, or do they do it in combat?
no, you. I thought of it because, like in Gilgamesh's, you go fight a dragon because he wants the dragon's treasure.
Okay,
He's
yeah,
like,
that
"That's
seems in
mine."
line with his nature. I want thing, give me thing.
He's just like, "Yo, player, kill it."
Do it though. I'll be like kind of impressed. I'll give you $5. Come on.
He still calls you a mongrel.
Of course. Is there anything else that we should go over with the Fate series? Or do you think we've covered a good amount of it?
I've
coming up on
covered,
1 hour
yeah, a
almost.
good chunk. Is there a question that you want me to try and answer?
Oh yeah, I had a question about Archer earlier because you were saying he wandered the world, became more tan, corrupted as it were. Is that where he got his whole assortment of swords? In the Unlimited Blade Works, is that where he collected his
Unlimited Blade
of...
Works as a noble phantasm is based on Shiro's magical ability itself, the trace on kind of stuff, where he can construct any blade that he sees.
Just as
and then Unlimited Blade Works is just him doing it a bazillion times.
Oh, just infinitely. Okay. So it's not I kind of thought it was just a place where he just kept all those. But it's more of just
sort of a place
doing it.
It's a thing called a reality marble.
Oh yeah, those. I remember those.
Yeah, and there's multiple noble phantasms that take place in reality marbles, actually.
I really like Alexander the Great's.
Mm-hmm.
It's just an army.
Yeah,
really cool.
Iskandar's is a reality marble. Nero's is one. Obviously, Archer's is.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of any more off the top of my head right now.
That's alright. So that explains where he got all the swords. Cool. Unknown to life or to death. Even to death? As
Unknown
I pray.
to life or to death.
I am the bone of my soul. The English on that has never improved.
Don't bully him.
I will.
No.
Take some lessons or something, man. Come on.
Be nice to him.
I have a
He's
friend who
sad.
cannot take this entire franchise seriously because he saw that bit. And he's like, no. Oh, that's embarrassing.
Archer's sad enough. Don't bully him.
He's had a hard life. Okay, well, I think we're coming up on the end of this, if that's alright with you.
Alright.
I know
you joked about...
Oh, sorry. What?
I know you joked about this going on for 5 hours, but...
I think we could just keep this one kind of brief to start off with. And plus, you've given me a better look at Fate. I feel like I have more of a general idea of like what Fate Grand Order is and what it's about. So thank you.
I didn't even have to use all my notes.
Oh, I'm sorry if you didn't get to all of them.
The other stuff I have was just about servants themselves, like what makes them up and how they become, or like what types of servants do.
Did you want to go over those quick, or?
I'll just read over what I wrote real fast.
Yeah, okay.
If a major historical figure seems fit for a spot on the throne, but lacks many heroic deeds, they may still be summoned as a pseudo-servant, which places the spirit of that figure into the vessel of a mage with a similar disposition or attitude.
Okay.
Some don't even reach this, and only become phantoms.
Like ghosts.
However, phantom servants can be fused together into a single heroic spirit, and there's one of these in Grand Order. It's Hessian Lobo, which is a combination of a Hessian, or the Headless Horseman, Lobo the Wolf, and the Invisible Man.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a big doggy.
It's the Dark Universe. Finally,
Yeah.
the cinematic universe has been brought to life.
And then you can have heroic spirits made from concepts, like Nursery Rhyme, who's a little doll girl who is every single like nursery rhyme for children squished together.
That's an interesting
and
idea.
Turned into a daughter.
Huh. A daughter.
Yeah. And then there's also anti-heroes, which are important historical figures, but weren't exactly that great of people. Jack the Ripper, for example, is a combination of multiple phantoms and an anti-hero because within Fate, Jack the Ripper as a like corporeal thing is all the spirits of the fetuses that were in the bodies of the prostitutes that Jack killed.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
That's dark.
But she in Grand Order, she gets to be best friends with Nursery Rhyme, and they're so adorable.
Oh, kawaii. Oh. Oh, that fetus girl's so cute.
Yeah, and then she also does some weird stuff like go up to you and go, "Can I crawl inside of you so you can be my mommy?" And I'm just like, "Stop."
Okay.
Jack, we need to not do that.
Ah.
Her actual name's Maria, and then Nursery Rhyme's name is Alice, obviously.
Maria.
Stop.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Shadow the Hedgehog heroic spirit.
Chaos, control.
Oh, that reminds me, there was a... You know how Sonic and the Black Knight was the thing?
Oh.
And then we have the round table in Fate.
Oh, that works too well.
Because, like, we even have the evil version of Lancelot because of Fate Zero.
Oh, God, yeah.
We have Berserker Lot, who screams and can turn anything into a weapon.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Sonic and the Black Knight for the Wii, finally paying off after all these years. It was worth it, says the director.
And what made me think of that is Shadow was Lancelot. So.
Yeah.
Regular Lancelot in Fate Grand Order is a man who's like unga bunga titties.
Really? Okay. A little different
He's
from
horny.
how I saw him in that anime. Alright.
Yeah, non-Berserker Lancelot is a lady chaser.
Ah. Huh. Why did Saber... Why was she so sad? Did she really miss him that much?
I mean, he was still one of her knights, so they were close.
Not that close. Not as close as he wanted to be.
No, Lancelot was actually after Arthur's mom. He wants that MILF.
Saber, can't you see? You're just not the girl for me. I know it's kind of wrong, but I'm in love with Saber's mom. That's good. Okay. So,
okay, we can probably call it there.
Yeah, I want to call it there. I figured we'd have like a segment at the end where, hey, we're just say what we've been watching or what we recommend for people to watch. Do you want to do something like that?
Yeah, sure. You can go first.
Yeah, so I just watched all of Higurashi. Just the anime, all the weird OVAs that came along with it. That was a cool show. I was kind of talking to you a bit last night about it. Do I give it a...
Yeah, what's your number rating?
Number rating. I'm leaning around 6 or 7 out of 10. It was good.
Nice.
Like the writing was really strong. It kind of went off into a direction that that was well done, but not what I personally wanted from it. It's one of those weird things where it's like I don't want to explain how the story goes. Gesundheit? Anyway.
As a hiccup.
I don't know what to say for hiccups. Robitussin. Anyway. Yeah, it's a weird situation where it's like Higurashi, it has like themes and stuff that I've seen done in other stories. I don't want to say what they are because I don't want to spoil both of them, but like it does it well, but I've seen it done better. But it's kind of not fair because it came before those at the same time.
You wanna say any notes on the animation?
Oh man, the animation. It's jank, but like I kind of like the jank. I looked at the preview for the new one, I'm like, it's not jank enough. I've gotten used to the jank. And plus I like the old 2000s art style. I mean, some of it's like, oh god, this is ugly. There were some horrifying things in the animation that I witnessed.
Need my giant Animu eyeballs.
Yeah, those OVAs, particularly the comedy ones, those are fantastic. Those were hilarious. Because like it all goes back to this is a horror series with murder, and look what they turned it into. There was a PSP game where it's like a cover shooter, because, and like the opening's all happy-go-lucky. It's crazy. Yeah, Higurashi.
Happy Lucky Dochi is a very good opening.
That was. I finally saw that. You said Happy Lucky Dochi. I didn't know what you were talking about until I saw that opening. I'm like, oh, this. Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Now let's have the swimsuit episode.
Yeah, like what I said earlier, what I was watching was I just finished the 3rd season of Agretsuko today.
Yeah.
It was surprising with how it ended, and I'm gonna give it probably a similar rating like I've given B&A in the past, which is an 8 out of 10, just because I really love the characters, I like where it went, and it was a really strange but welcome plot change.
Okay. I might check that out. Like, I gotta watch season 2 first, but...
Yeah, it's only 10 episodes.
Yeah, and what are they, like,
season.
what, 15 minutes? Or...
I think so.
Yeah, they're not even that long, so it's not a particularly long watch or anything.
My next goal is properly finish Fate Zero, and then I also need to get back to Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh, Yu Yu Hakusho.
Because I didn't grow up with that. One of my friends was like, here, you should watch it. And I've seen a lot of it, and then I just stopped.
You gotta watch that one dubbed. That's one of those.
I am watching the dub.
Classic dubs, yeah. I have a personal YouTube channel. I made like a highlight reel of all the weird, awkward dub moments.
I have seen multiple videos like that, but for the Devilman OVA.
Oh, yeah.
Those are so funny.
Yeah, I mean, Yu Yu Hakusho, that's a long one. It's a classic, though. I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah. Love that opening.
I'm not really sure what I'm watching yet. I got like a list of stuff, but I don't want to say anything that I haven't
Watch Monster
to yet. Yeah, Monster's one I gotta get to. But yeah.
But I guess maybe next episode can be our opening showdown.
Yeah. We can talk about those.
We won't be able to play any of them in this
I guess
show
not,
because of copyright. But you got Google.
I don't even think we'll be able to like sing them that much anyway, because they can pick up on that. Okay,
but we can say the name and the artist, and then you guys can do the rest.
Yeah, I think that's a good podcast. I think we did it.
All right, bye.
Bye. Was it bye me?
It's bye.
Bye.
Lucky Jenna.